And a good Friday afternoon to you. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso, and I have an echo. There we go. Thank you so much for joining us here on Next Weather here on this Valentine's Day Friday. We thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching us live on Facebook or on the Fox 10 Gulf Stream, we're about 10 minutes out, a little less than 10 minutes out from the 3 p.m. show. Just want to give a quick update on the severe weather threat and our storm tracker alert days for Saturday and Sunday. So here's the deal right now with the severe weather risk. Let's just get right to it. An enhanced risk of severe weather, level 3 out of 5, north of the Fox 10 viewing area. This is well north of the Fox 10 viewing area. The Fox 10 viewing area here is not really in the enhanced risk. However, we are in a level 1 slight risk, and because of that level 1 slight risk, we have a storm tracker alert day for Saturday and Sunday. The specific threat timing will be overnight Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So here is that risk once again, and as you can see, the main risk is to our north, and I really want to get that across. The main risk is to our north. I actually do not think that we will see the same level of severe weather that we saw on what way was that? A few days ago. However, I will say that our inland areas that saw the worst weather, they were actually in an enhanced risk, last severe weather risk that we had. Now our inland areas are not. This, however, may be more widespread because it'll be a slightly stronger squall line than what we saw last event. So I hope that makes sense. So again, much of the area right now is in a level 2 slight risk for severe weather. Notice the hatched area for stronger tornadoes, which last time was over our area, is now well inland, far away from the Fox 10 viewing area. So that is a good thing for us. However, we do still have a lower end tornado risk. I think the main threat with this system, the main threat for our local area overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning with this system will be damaging winds. And I'll show you why in a second. You will clearly see why in a second, but this is going to be the main threat. And just to mention it, the hail risk well off to our north as well. So if you get the point here, the main threat does seem to be well off to our north, but we're just going to be clipped by kind of the tail end of this. Here is the local look at the severe weather risk. And you see that we have a level 2 slight risk with the main threat being damaging winds. I can't rule out an isolated tornado, but the main threat will be damaging winds. One of the big reasons, this is the form going to come in the form of a squall line, or a QLCS, a quasi-linear convective system, a linear convective system, a line of storms. And nice thing about a line of storms is we can time it out pretty decently here. So take a look at this. This is the storm timing. This is our early estimate. So a first look here at the storm timing. I want to take a picture of this, share this, screenshot this, because this is your storm timing overnight Saturday night and into early Sunday morning. And you can see there 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. for the western portions of our area. The central portions of our area, that should say 11 p.m. 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. And then 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. for the eastern portions of our area. Again, that middle one should say 11 p.m. The reason we have this, take a look at this. You can see this is the instability, essentially storm fuel. So this is where the storms will be. Notice how there's a big block of darker colors here. Those are where some of the worst storms with this event will be during the day on Saturday. Then we zoom into our area. You know how the colors are not as bright. So this will be the line of storms that rolls through here overnight, and it should exit our area by Sunday. It is a lower end threat for our area. Let's get right to it with Futurecast. Overnight tonight, we see clouds rolling in. No big chance for rain on Saturday. But Saturday night, you can see the line starts to roll in. Here's midnight on the HRRR forecast model. There's the line that starts to roll in. Notice it is a squall line, so we could have some robust thunderstorms along this, possibly producing damaging winds. 1 a.m. Remember the timestamp, 1 a.m. There you go. There's your line of storms rolling through with a severe weather threat. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., starting to work to the eastern half of our area according to this model. Understand there needs to be a little bit of wiggle room with this. By 4 a.m., starting to exit the area according to this model, but give it a little wiggle room in the timing. By 5 o'clock, I think we're done. And by Sunday morning, as you're getting out the door, it looks like we could be done with this severe weather threat. So once again, this will be an overnight Saturday night into very early Sunday morning threat, with the main threat being damaging winds. We will keep you completely covered on Fox 10 this weekend. We will have total coverage of staff here overnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning, to watch these lines of storms. Other things that we need to talk about, we have a parade happening tonight. Let's look at conditions in downtown Mobile. It is 70 degrees there, 69 at the regional airport, 68 in Pensacola, just looking nice. Winds are starting to turn. We're actually going to notice some increase in cloud cover overnight tonight. If you take a look at the parade futurecast with the Conde Cavaliers happening tonight, you see we have more clouds rolling in here. And parade rolls at 6:30 here, so we have the clouds around. No big chance for rain, only around a maybe 10% chance of rain, 0%, near 0%. But a really, really nice evening overall for us tonight, downtown Mobile, for the Conde Cavaliers. Give you a look at your long-range forecast again this weekend. We have the Storm Tracker Alert Day that we're going to be talking about. We'll be keeping you covered Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Then we see calmer conditions and cooler temperatures coming our way, especially after our little storm system that comes in on Wednesday. Heavy rain on Wednesday, and then boom, it gets real cold with highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s for the end of the upcoming week. We thank you for joining us on Next Weather.